Hello friends, let us welcome back to our class. In our previous class, we are discussing about electromagnetic damping, and already we have shown here, due to electromagnetic damping, the amplitude gradually decreases exponentially, and the deflection in the first throw is maximum, and it gradually decreases with the successive deflections. And it is observed that the decrement of two consecutive oscillations or two consecutive amplitudes, and it is found that it is always constant, and that is as it decreases exponentially, hence there is a logarithmic decrement or logarithmic damping. So, let us know what is logarithmic decrement or logarithmic damping. The logarithmic decrement or damping measures the rate at which the amplitude of the oscillatory motion dies away or decreases. Okay? Number 1 point, as it is observed that the amplitude of oscillation decreases exponentially due to exponentially in electromagnetic damping, hence logarithmic decrement or damping, hence logarithmic decrement or damping measures the rate at which the amplitude decreases. Thus, logarithmic decrement can be defined as the logarithmic of the ratio of two successive maximum amplitude of oscillation which are separated by one time period. Here the amplitude gradually decreases due to electromagnetic damping, and it is one maximum, it is the successive next maximum, and the ratio of these two maximum is always constant, and the logarithmic of this ratio of two successive maximum is known as logarithmic decrement. Therefore, logarithmic decrement or damping can be defined as the logarithmic of the ratio of the amplitudes of two successive maxima. Now, to calculate the logarithmic decrement, let us proceed as follows. This can be written as, that is, logarithmic damping is equal to lambda is equal to log d, where d is equal to ratio of two successive amplitudes. Now, to calculate the logarithmic decrement, let us consider to calculate the logarithmic decrement of oscillation let us consider an electromagnetic damped oscillation like this. Let us consider an electromagnetic damped oscillation like this, and let alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4 and alpha 5 etc. are the successive maxima of amplitude. Let alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4, alpha 5 equal to continuously decreasing successive maximum amplitude. Maximum amplitudes. Here alpha 1, alpha 3, alpha 5 represent the amplitudes in one side, and alpha 2, alpha 4, alpha 6 etc. represent the amplitudes in the other side, and it is found that the ratio of one value to the next value is always a constant, and it is observed that the ratio of one value with the next successive value is always constant. That is, alpha 1 by alpha 2 equal to alpha 2 by alpha 3 equal to alpha 3 by alpha 4 equal to constant, and let that constant is d. So, logarithmic decrement equal to log d equal to lambda से, which implies d equal to e to the power lambda. Thus, for half a vibration, for half a vibration, the decrement is d1 by d2 d1 by, thus for the half a vibration the decrement is alpha 1 by alpha 2 equal to alpha 2 by alpha 3 equal to alpha 3 by alpha 4 equal to d, which is equal to e to the power lambda. So, for a full vibration, the decrement is how much? Alpha by alpha 3, which can be written as alpha by alpha 2 into alpha 2 by alpha 3. So, it is e to the power lambda into e to the power lambda, which is equal to e to the power 2 lambda. Let this as equation 1, this is equation 2, here it is equation 3, and now it is equation 4. Similarly, for a quarter, vibration, the decrement is e to the power lambda by 2. So, to calculate the rate or true value of deflection, now to calculate the true value of deflection, that is alpha 0, the first throw alpha 1 is observed after the coil completes a quarter of vibration. Now, to calculate the true value of deflection alpha 0, the first throw alpha 1 is observed. First throw is observed after the coil completes a quarter of vibration. So, alpha 0 by alpha 1 equal to e to the power lambda by 2. And this can be expressed as implies alpha 0 is equal to alpha 1 into e to the power lambda by 2. But from the expansion of e to the power lambda by 2, we know that, but from the expansion of e to the power lambda by 2, we know that e to the power lambda by 2 equal to 1 plus lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2 square divided by 2 factorial plus lambda by 2 whole cube divided by 3 factorial plus dot dot dot. Equation number 6. Since lambda by 2 is very small, hence its higher terms can be neglected. So, equation 6 becomes as e to the power lambda by 2 is equal to 1 plus lambda by 2. Now, putting the value of e to the power lambda by 2 from equation 7 in equation 5, we get, now putting the value of e to the power lambda by 2 from equation 7 in equation 5, we get alpha 0 is equal to alpha 1 into 1 plus lambda by 2. But from the theory of ballistic galvanometer, we know that Q equal to T by 2 pi into K by NBA into alpha. Now, from this we can write, now in place of alpha, if we put the value from equation 8, we can write, here we can write this as alpha 0. So, here we can write this as alpha 0. Now, putting the value of alpha 0 from equation 8 in equation 9, we get now putting the value of alpha 0 from equation 8 in equation 9 we get q equal to t by 2 pi k by nba into, in place of alpha it will be alpha 1 into 1 plus lambda by 2. And this gives the relation between the charge passed through the galvanometer and the first throw observed. This gives the corrected relation between the amount of charge passed through the coil and the first throw of deflection. Now, if we calculate the value of lambda, then the amount of charge can be calculated and hence the logarithmic decrement can also be calculated. In practice, the value of lambda is found by observing first throw. The value of lambda is found by observing the first throw alpha 1 and the 11th throw and the 11th throw, that is alpha 11, that is alpha 1 by alpha 11, alpha 1 by alpha 11 will be like this: alpha 1 by alpha 2 into alpha 2 by alpha 3 into alpha 3 by alpha 4 into alpha 4 by alpha 5 into alpha 5 by alpha 6 into alpha 6 by alpha 7 into alpha 7 by alpha 8 into alpha 8 by alpha 9 into alpha 9 by alpha 10 into alpha 10 by alpha 11, which is equal to e to the power alpha into e to the power alpha into e to the power alpha e to the power alpha e to the power alpha e to the power e to the power lambda into e to the power lambda e to the power lambda e to the power lambda into e to the power lambda. So this implies alpha 1 by alpha 11 is equal to e to the power 10 lambda. E to the power 10 lambda, which implies 10 lambda is equal to log alpha 1 by alpha 11, which implies lambda is equal to 1 by 10 log alpha 1 by alpha 11, or implies this logarithmic base e can be converted into log 10 by multiplying the value of 2.3026. So lambda equal to 2.3026 divided by 10 into log base 10 alpha 1 by alpha 1. Thus, by observing the first throw and the 11th throw, we can calculate the value of logarithmic decrement. Thus, by observing the values of first throw alpha 1 and the 11th throw alpha 11, we can calculate the value of logarithmic decrement. Here I finish logarithmic damping or logarithmic decrement. So, I finish here. Many thanks.